All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Portland Trailblazers versus the Brooklyn Nets. Full game highlights, reaction, and review. Let's get into it. As you see, we're still missing Dame, which gives the guys some opportunity to still grow and do some things. I think I just want to say real quick also, as we see Ant knock down the first shot for the squad, to see the team in the zone right there early in this game in the zone. I think it's good that Dame is getting this rest for a couple reasons. One, Dame has been expending a lot of energy. And I know he's injured. I'm just saying, using this opportunity to rest anyway. But he's been using a lot of energy and effort on offense and defense, doing a lot. I mean, still doing the Dame time and being Dame Dollar, but being more assertive and getting his team involved, getting his teammates involved, getting certain guys going at certain times, and then locking in on defense against a lot of times the team's best player, regardless of the size. Obviously not against the centers, but man, or the bigs. But he's been really been doing a lot. And not to say that it's for nil gain. I'm just saying you don't want Dame having to expend so much when it's really not going to pay off in a championship this season. And again, you're not conceding. Again, you just are being realistic of your expectations. You don't expect the team to win a championship this season. You're trying to get the guys ready to compete for a championship in the near future, preferably next season. That's the main thing. I just wanted to make that point. As we see Kyrie knock it down, and Seth got it going. Seth Curry definitely got it going. Now this is what I want to see from Jerami Grant. Just even quicker. That was nice right there. Just get that killer mentality and be a bucket when it's needed. I like how Nurk I like Nurk, man. I just laugh. I'm just laughing because I like how Nurk is always out here directing and talking and saying things. I just don't know if guys are always listening. And quite frankly, I'm not sure if they should be. I mean, Nurk might be out there just talking to himself too. Now, this is the same game where they kind of I don't want to say featured, but you can tell that they felt Nurk had the advantage, so they were going to Nurk a lot in Portland when these two teams played a few games ago. So I was curious to see if that was just a look to see, or if that was maybe a showcase. We'll see. But I was just curious to see. Oh, I love that right there by Jerami Grant. What the philosophy would be this game, what the plan would be this game. And you can see they went to, they spaced it out a little more. I remember I said defensively that the Nets didn't look like they were doing anything last game to hold us to, well, it was like 38% shooting at home, something like that. It was not good. I want to say it was under 40%. It was 40% or under from the field. This game, I will say that it looked like the Nets' length and their activeness was causing some issues. With that being said, though, I thought the team responded well to the defense that the Nets were playing, to the activeness that the Nets were utilizing. I thought the team responded well. I thought, for the most part, until the fourth quarter, I thought the team played strong. It was little instances like that you could see starting to happen in the second half when you just saw Jeremy Grant get blocked and Kevin Durant finish down on the other end, where the guys were getting outplayed in certain possessions, and then once that happened, you saw Jeremy Grant, who I love. I think he's an impact player, a star. He got to play in that fall down game that I talk about that I don't really like. Like you see Nurk take advantage down low right there. Where everything is knocking him down, and I just think he's too good to be on the ground so much when it's not, if you're not diving around for loose balls or, hustle plays and you're always on the ground like that, there's no reason him at 6'9" and as talented as he is should spend so much time getting himself up off the ground. That's just my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like all of it is him just being tossed around or knocked down. Some of it's just him embellishing or trying to draw a foul, and I just think he's better than that. Trendon Watford, my goodness, I'm liking what I'm. Look at him. Go ahead, kid. I'm liking what I'm seeing in the young fella. The confidence is growing little by little. He's becoming more. That was nice by Seth. You could tell Seth knew he had it going. But Trendon Watford I like his confidence and the way he feels about himself right now, the certainty that he's playing with. That's big for him. I want to see Jeremy Grant, as we see Ant doing what Ant does. I want to see Jeremy Grant also, who, again, imagine now Jeremy Grant that was a clear foul. That was terrible right there. I mean, I will say the NBA refs aren't good. I'm trying to be polite here. They're not good. And there's some that are much worse than others. My goodness. But that was just, I want to rewind it, but I'm not. Now this right here, this can't happen. Just, he just waltzed down there, and he's already got it going. So now the rim is just growing. The rim is just growing as we see Nurk battling down there. But I want to see Jeremy Grant playing with that. To finish my point, I want to see Jeremy Grant playing with that same sort of confident decisiveness. And what I mean by that is just a couple plays where Jeremy Grant will be driving to the basket and he'll just stop himself from going up. And some people will be calling for a travel. He's done it a couple times. Regardless if he travels or not, there's no reason for him to just stop. Get big, Jeremy. Go up strong and get to that free throw line again. I mean, that 28 free throws shouldn't be an anomaly. That shouldn't be something that never happens again. Like you should continue to keep trying to get to that free throw line. Keep foul hunting if necessary, Jeremy, and not by flopping or embellishing, by being strong and using your body and using a strong mentality. Nice little jump hook there by Nurk. Nurk played very methodical this game. I don't know. He just was very methodical, and I appreciated that. He was under control. He was allowing things to happen. I know that's what they want from Nurk, to stay out the way, and when you are, allow things to develop, But this was a game definitely where the guys kind of let get away from him in that fourth quarter. It's always something to learn from. There's always situations to grow from. And this is definitely one of them. Defensively, it was some lapses, some easy buckets that shouldn't be allowed, and not by fouling hard or anything like that. Just getting over there, getting where you're supposed to be, and starting where you're supposed to be. It's not always about switching or not switching. I see people commenting about the switching defense, which again, people are weird. You start the game out in the zone, but then people are complaining about running the switching defense all the time. Anyway, the guys are learning, and having a team where you can switch so many screen actions and cuts is a bonus. Now, of course, staying at home requires trust. We've seen how Dame has been building trust with the team as far as relying on them offensively and learning how we can rely on each other defensively, which is what we're continuing to do. But also that trust also comes with coaches as well. You know, Coach Billups is building trust back and forth now. He's building trust with the guys, and the guys are building trust with him. But he also needs to know and feel confident that he can tell you, stay, you're out there, you're by yourself, stay at home, stay on him, whatever. He can tell you any one of those things, and you can succeed. Now, of course, there's a couple guys on the team you might feel comfortable saying that to right now. You know what I'm saying? Dame has showed a good ability to lock in. We already know Josh Hart is known for that. Justice Winslow at times shows good ability to lock in on, be aggressive on defense. Jeremy Grant definitely has the ability to do that. He hasn't done it all the time, but he definitely has the ability to do it. To lock in and be a dynamic on-ball defender. Of course, you've heard me mention before about Shaedon Sharpe and the potential he shows. And who I mentioned before, he played well. He played faster. Now, he didn't get a lot of minutes, and he's still learning and developing. But I thought his reactions, his actions, I thought the way, he moved was a lot better this game. I thought he was a little more, he had some intention with his movements. He wasn't just moving to be moving. He had some intention out there, and he's moving along in the right direction. And again, we got to keep this kid confident. We got to keep him confident because he can be something special. He is special, So we got to keep him confident. We can't let him get down on himself. So good job, Shaedon. Keep up the good work. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.